Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Um, Welcome to our third podcast of the year. This will be a draft analysis preseason. I'm joined by Yusuf Chaudhary, Umar Khattab, and Tash Shamzada. How do you? Sorry, I've never said your full last name before, Tash.
Samad Zade.
Shamzadeh. Okay.
Yes, Samad, right? Samad.
Samad. Okay. Sam.
Samad Zade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mashallah. It's just easier just calling you Tash. Even your first Maritash, right? How do you pronounce
Yeah.
that one?
Shmartasha.
Maritash, mashallah. Amazing. Um, how are you guys doing? I know it's late at night, but I appreciate you guys joining us. If anyone,
Alhamdulillah, good to be here. Thanks for the invite.
Yusuf, I'll let you conduct this meeting. I'm sure you have something prepared, but the last thing I want to say before I let you kick it off is, can you guys hear us in the chat? Any echo or any double audio? If anyone can just give a thumbs up, that would be great. But until we hear otherwise, we'll just continue on. Yusuf, you want to kick it off?
Sounds good. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Welcome to 2025 Ummah Sports first podcast or YouTube cast, whatever it's called. We have Tash and Umar here. We're gonna take a look at the draft, do a draft analysis, see what the strengths and weaknesses of each team is, and try to have like a on paper what we think about each of the team. Obviously, in reality, a lot of things come in, people missing time, but this is going to be like a regular season analysis, so not like in the playoffs or whatever, but what kind of standings we can have in the regular season this year. So we'll go in order in the draft board. We'll talk about the Cordova team, or it's either Nirvan's by team or Tash team. We don't know whose team it is yet. We'll kind of figure it out. So let's talk about Cordova. Umar, let me start with you. What do you think about? We'll try to talk about the offense first, and then we'll talk about the defense. When it comes to defense, we'll talk about infield versus outfield, and we'll try to measure up all the teams against each other and see on paper what we all think are the rankings of each of the team. So what do you think about Cordova's offense?
You can't go wrong with Tash and Kara leading that squad in offense. I mean, seeing Tash and just being around him, he's just an absolute monster when it comes to offense. Kara, we played with him Sundays over the years. Like Kara is Kara, and he's so consistent, a great leader, and I've seen him put it over the fence against the wind. MashaAllah, he's just an absolute monster. And we got complementary players that can put up great numbers. And Karam, I mean, he's consistent. He's over the years, he's worked his way up, established himself as, one of the top players in this league. As you can tell, he's been drafted at 12 overall already. So you can see, mashallah, you can see his progression throughout the years. He's really making, even, his brother Kizzer, you can see their progression throughout the years in this league, and they've earned their spot among the top players in this league. They got this new guy, Yasser Khan. He's pretty good. I've seen him in practice. He might be a steal in this draft. We'll see what the season brings, but they look good, man. Whenever you have Tash and Kara on the same team, and Nirvan leading the helm, they're dangerous. I mean, 2022, Tash and Kara were on the same team. I can't remember what team they were on, but each of them averaged like 20 home runs each. Was it the first year that we moved to Brickyard?
Yeah,
that was like, and that was prime Kara and prime Tash together, and now they're back. With more experience, more maturity. Let's say at least for Kara. But just look, it's going to be fireworks, right, with those two. back to back. I don't know. Kara has Tash as protection. I'm not sure who's going to protect Tash. So you pick your poison. I mean, pitch around Kara or you pitch around Tash. You just gotta eat one of those guys. Hitting.
My boy Sanchez is going to be giving me protection.
Yeah, Sanchez is there too. I mean, he's just late. He's picked late. I mean, he's a really good player.
I was just kidding, by the way. You don't have to say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Tash, we can ask you about this new guy that you have in your team, Yasir Khan. Khatab already talked about it. I think we saw him on Sunday, so he has some info on him. But there's another new guy on your team. His name is
Shazar?
Rose. Yeah. So tell us some insight about it. I know you BP'd with him, so give us some insight about, what
So I had the pleasure of BPing with both Shazar and Yasir Khan, and I was quite impressed. Yasir Khan looked really good on the BP session, spraying the ball, hitting it with good power. Very good glove. I was impressed with Shazar's IQ in the infield. I didn't have the pleasure of seeing him bat, but you can see he's built pretty big and a lot of upside. I saw his combine video, and he has a lot of potential. So people say it's going to be another crazy. We'll see. The potential's for sure there.
Crazy 2.0?
Shazar.
All right, so we're continuing on the bad pronunciation of names, I'm guessing.
Shazar. How do you pronounce that?
Is his name Shazar? Is it Ali Khan?
Shazar is his middle name.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the middle name.
Yeah.
Okay, it can't be that bad at pronunciation that you call Ali Khan Shazar.
Yeah, it's. I'm pretty sure I'm right, but.
Can we just call him Shaz from now on? I think that's how he likes to call.
I like to seek permission first before giving people nicknames.
All right, fair enough.
I think Katash already started the Shazam nickname.
Shazam is pretty cool. You can call him Shazam if he's good at that.
I got some comments in the chat. Apparently, Umair Jabbar just said that everyone's scared of Damascus, but the only thing in their way is Ahmed Butt.
Oh, they still can't forget him from last year, right?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, that's cool. So I think the offense we talked about is they probably have the two of the biggest home run hitters in the league. So they're hoarding all the home run power in one team. When it comes to defense, we all know Kara is good, Nirvan's great, and then they have Gold Glove and IQ, so the infield seems solid. What do you guys think about their outfield?
I mean, you have Durham playing center. I mean, he's going to lead that outfield. Not sure who else is going out there. I mean, Ali Nazir, he can play in and out. I mean, he can play everywhere. That guy is just, he has unlimited battery. Tash might go out there. That's the only question mark with Tash, right?
Well, we have.
Where is he going? What is he doing? I
never know. I know Abdul Murad and Zayn Murad are quite good, capable outfielders. So we have 4, and I'm kind of a second baseman or alternate right fielder. So good problem to have an extra outfielder.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things that Tash. That's the only question mark on Tash's game, really, is just where, defensively, where does he stand? What's his primary position? I know he's taken the back seat, over the years of being a GM, and he's trying to accommodate all the players on his team. But, I mean, now that he's just a player, I mean, he wants to solidify his position. And it's up to Nirvan and the rest of the team to give him an opportunity. We know he has an arm, and he has a good glove, but I mean, it's got to find his spot.
I know, but I've been reading the chat, and I hear that he likes to take NFL routes to the ball, instead of making it easy. So what is all that about it?
Haters, probably right. But in terms of our offense for Cordoba, home run or not, like we're going 1-on-1 count, brickyard. Home runs will not come that often, so I think I would have felt a little bit more at ease if I had Cairo's depth in a batting order. So we are a good batting team, but I think Nirvan built more of a balanced team, so we're good also defensively. So I would not advertise us as a very, very strong offensive team. We're well balanced.
Yeah, I think you're a good offensive team with like home run power. Again, infield's great as well. I think outfield, a lot of pressure is going to be on Khurram to take care of majority of a lot of areas so he can help the other guys. But I think other than that, you have a pretty solid team. Okay, let's move on to the next team. The next team we have here is Medina. So they have the crazy trade where they gave up their first rounder. So let's talk about their offense. Ash, you can lead this one.
Yeah, I'll be right back. Too. I'm just gonna try to get on my laptop.
The order is changed here, eh?
Yeah,
the draft order.
Do you want me to make this is alphabetical? Do you want to make a draft like normal by draft?
Yeah,
I think that's much better.
Yeah, most times that's the top of the order, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
For Medina, I think personally, I think they're the second best team in the league. Mo Kala made some great picks, draft trades to get those kind of positions, to get that depth. And getting Stephon at 13, getting an elite outfielder and great batter that late, it's just going to make them stacked, obviously. I was surprised to see Kedva go 15. I thought he would have gone between 10 and 12. And Taki's coming off a career year, so yeah, they look good on both ends. Very good.
Funny enough, they traded away their first rounder, but it looks arguably as if they got two first rounders in their team.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to ask Tash too. Like, what was the reasoning of passing up on Kadwa? He just won a championship and he went 15th. I thought he would probably go first round this year.
Well, I think Imran the Merchant was in a tight situation because both Timur and Kadwa want to chip with him, so he could only pick one. So I'm not sure how he rationalized that, but he picked one of his two champions. So. Yeah. I don't know who else passed
even
on
with
him.
Cordoba, I think you guys picked Khurram over Kadwa. I think Khurram is probably going to be better because he's younger.
Well, that makes sense because Kara, we already have a shortstop. So that makes sense because Kadwa's a shortstop this year, right? Let's see who will pass him on 11. So, and Baghdad, it makes sense also because you're uniting the Chowdhury brothers. So it all kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, normally if somebody wins the championship, they usually get drafted higher than where they get drafted last year.
Yeah.
So that was a little bit of a shock. Yeah, so the batting is solid because they even have Ish coming in, and he could also hit the ball pretty hard, pretty long.
Yep.
And infield-wise, I guess it makes sense. Kadwa is playing shortstop for their team, I guess. Or even Amir can play, but the outfield is really stacked because they have Azad. I've heard from.
Yeah, Azad's a very good outfielder. He honestly is better than he was in the combine. I think it was a windy day, so they got him at a huge discount. So their outfield's going to be strong.
Yeah, even Muhammad Sheikh, he's phenomenal in the outfield.
Yes,
they got Safwan, he's really good. So they probably have one of the top.
You can't put the ball in the air. You have to hit liners. Like they have too much speed in the outfield.
Or you could test their infield.
You have to test their infield.
Yeah. I think second base probably maybe Turkey. Mo is solid at first, and then they have Fahd Bunchmeyer, I think probably playing third. That's my assumption.
It's going to be hard to test the infield with Ish's pitching. He pitches really high, so he tends to get people to pop up. So. That's going to be hard.
Hey, man, we got some innocent umpires coming in. They might be, putting that 12 feet ceiling.
They're going to bring handcuffs for Ish, eh? The minute it goes an inch over 12, they're putting him under arrest.
Yeah. So let's.
I'm just doing like a quick scan. Medina has 6 Gujarati players, and I don't know if any other team has a single. Like, I mean, other than us, we have one. I mean, Lahore.
I mean, us. You gotta clarify what us is, Lahore.
Yeah, Lahore. But I don't see any other Gujarati player on any other team.
That's a lot of grit and grind, man. That's scary.
That's interesting.
You might offend somebody if you miss somebody out. If you get them scan all 96 people now.
Yeah, but I mean, again, is it safe to call them Team Gujarat? Team Gujarati. I mean, they've been dominating the Muslim sports scene for a couple of years. So if the recipe's working, why not try it in our league, right?
Yeah.
I think in Islam Cup and Iceland, they've been destroying the leagues. Oh, it's interesting.
They have a lot of young athletic guys, even coming up even now. Like as we talked about, Muhammad Sheikh. I think there's another kid, or he's about 30 years old. Fahim Sheikh, yeah, that's the one.
Is
Fahim Sheikh.
Gujarati?
I would assume so.
But his last name Sheikh.
I think they're cousins, Rangers.
Muhammad Sheikh and okay.
Yeah, so that's what I think. I think Muhammad Sheikh is his nephew, and Fahim might be cousin. I'm not. Don't quote me on it, but they're related.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, you missed one. Fahim is not on their team. There you go.
I mean, Kara himself is Gujarati apparently.
Okay,
Ismail.
I don't know that. I have no. I didn't know that. So that's new information. But yeah, I guess it'll be great for the team chemistry, right? Because these guys all play together in multiple leagues, so they'll have their team chemistry. So that's also going their way. Let's jump on to the next team. Jerusalem, I think they had a very interesting draft. I'll get into it. Let's start with Umar for Jerusalem a little bit, and then I'll talk a little bit about it as well.
Yeah, Ummah merchant. That's all you have to say. You can't. I mean, he's proved time and time again. You can't. You can't bet against him. And looks like he's coming back to defend his title and bringing back some of his core players in terms of Amor, Ramadan Kareem. It's added another winner in Zahid. So
Your boy Tej is there too.
yeah. So I mean, you can never count him out. I mean, he's proven time and time again. He's a proven winner. So, and he's looking to defend his title and coming back for a 2-peat or 3-peat, 4-peat, whatever you want to call it. He's always seems to always be winning. Mashallah. So just see how he can care. I mean, the only thing is they didn't get a steal in Omar Chaudhry, so let's see what he can pull off with this group. But they look solid. I mean, to me,
They got the Soil Taji steal though.
So I'll get into a little bit. So they got a few. So it was a funny draft because I think nobody expected Amor to go 14th. So that was the first shooter, and it makes sense. He won a championship and he killed it in playoffs. So any GM would bring him back when have that kind of performance. But I think Imran wanted Amir Multani at the 3rd pick, and then when he was taken, then the next best player was Zahid, so he ended up taking Zahid. And I'm pretty sure Mo had Zahid every year in his team, so Mo was thinking he had the next pick again, traded. So Mo was probably thinking he's going to get Zahid with his next pick, and then that just changed the whole draft strategy for everybody from there on. So I would assume that. Well, I talked to Mo, so I know he was going to take Zahid, but then when Zahid was gone, then he picked Ish with his 20th pick. Because if you look at him, Imran had the 19th, and Mo had the 20th pick. So it was like a curveball. I think Mo threw a curveball first and took Amir, and then Imran ended up taking Zahid because he's the next best player available. But I think they gotta steal in this Fahim Sheikh kid. He's a really good outfielder, and he's improving as a bat too. So that could, and Teji, I think those two steals could make them a really good team. I think Qasim Mahmood going last round. That kind of mind-boggling why that happened. this guy's been going at like 7th and 8th round for like last every year. So he's again got to steal like Umar Chaudhry in his last pick because
Yeah.
Qasim Ahmed was never gone last round. I think Tash, you drafted him a couple of years ago, right?
I drafted him last year. He was phenomenal in playoffs.
Yeah, he batted like 500.
Great bat. Good first baseman.
Yeah,
Positive vibes.
Yeah, 500 hitter going last overall for your team. It's insane. So I think those 3 steals really makes his team strong, and like he finished really strong with his draft, especially the second half of the draft. Again, their pitching is really good with Zahid, and with Imran in the outfield, the Fahim kid in the outfield, Shoaib Ghai. So they have a good outfield. I think infield, I'm not sure who's playing shortstop for them.
It looks like Ramadan Kareem is going to play shortstop.
Okay. Yeah,
I was very impressed with him. He's really, he played dome ball, and he's solid.
So yeah, I played with him dome ball too.
Yeah, he can even be a steal. He could be a potential steal in this draft.
But last year he was in Imran's team and he didn't play shortstop all year. So I was like, okay, maybe stop trying it out in dome ball. So yeah, that could work.
He's a guy who can play in and out. So he's fundamentally sound.
So I think their offense is great. I think their infield is a little bit challenged. Again, if Ramadan's really good, then it works out. I don't know who plays third base for them. It's maybe Demur. Demur could play first or third. So their infield is a little bit not as strong as all the other areas. Like their offense is really good, their pitching is really good, and they have really good outfield. Again, with Teji, I think they have Teji and Tamur and Imran. They have some solid power.
They got my boy Adnan Yusuf.
Oh, that's your teammate too from the championship, right?
Oh yeah.
You guys were together on the same team for a couple of seasons, right?
No, I think it was just 2 teams. Yeah, 2 seasons. Yeah. 2 teams? Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't named last year. He's a solid guy. Solid utility guy.
Yeah. He can play third, at high level, so you can put him anywhere.
He could play outfield too. He's really, and he could pitch. So he's pretty good at everything. All right, I don't even know if we need to talk about the next team. Like,
I think we've heard enough about our, Cairo. We can move on to Damascus.
Omar doesn't want the evil eye.
we'll let Pat
Let's give them like we give Cairo eye last year.
I had a broken foot last year. I don't need another broken anything.
Imagine a healthy Khattab now.
Yeah, I don't know how someone worked that out, but getting 2 first rounders and arguably the top 3 players, 2 of the top 3 players in the league together. I'm just happy I'm part of that team.
Who's more sad, this Cairo team or the Damascus team that won the chip a couple of years back?
I'm gonna have to wait, really, but I like this team. You got Ahmed and Hamad.
The Damascus team, I think Umar Khattab went 3rd. He went 5th here, so just think of it. It just got stacked by 2 more rounds.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm no regrets there, man. I'm just happy I'm on this team.
You can't walk anybody in the team. Like, their top never ends. It just keeps going. Gets better even.
We could facilitate a trade for you or Tash or something, and then Tash could a stacked team.
He's like, I don't want to be any of the team.
I would, put me in Cairo, man. I get a free chip.
Could you imagine Tash, Ahmed, and Hamad together?
I can imagine it. Just you. You're similar to me. It's the same guy.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You're basically the Tash.
Omar had a career last year.
I don't know why you got a 2-round discount, but you're the same as Tash.
Oh, Tash is on a different planet than I am.
He had a better year than
Khattab lost 20 pounds, runs those bases faster, had a career year. I would argue he's a second rounder this year.
Yeah, no, I think I had, like, even for like our draft, we wanted to pick somebody, and then we're like, yo, Khattab's still on the board, and it was like tripping us out to pass up on him and get somebody else.
Yeah, you guys passed, and Omar was surprising.
We really thought about passing up on the person we wanted and take Umar instead. we're like, no, let's stick to the plan. Because if you go off the plan, then everything just falls off.
I mean, we'll get to Lahore later, but I mean, Talha, I've seen him at practice. I mean, you guys didn't go wrong picking him over me. He's solid. He looks like he's been playing. He knows the game. Yeah, you didn't go wrong by.
We're gonna end our discussion on Cairo right there. It's like a unanimous number one team.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I still have Jerusalem and Medina. One spot, 2 spots ahead of us. But yeah, we're from top to bottom. We look.
Top of the order doesn't end until Hatif. Like it goes all the way.
And Salman did a good job drafting. I mean, we're not just top heavy. It looks like we're a very balanced.
And your defense is good. Your defense is good too.
I mean,
there's no
as long as we stay healthy. I think the only question mark is as long as we stay healthy.
Yeah.
We have some players with lingering injuries. Ahmad, we still want to make sure that he's
yeah, that's probably the biggest concern.
Load managing him properly.
Inshallah, which will be the case. You're probably like a team to beat, basically. Like I said, unanimous number one.
The best part about this team is the Hamad's free from Tash.
He's not free, man. I'm watching him.
So ever since Hamad,
I can watch. Yeah, so good.
Last year, I mean, we figured out that Hamad, ever since he joined the league, he's always been with Tash. That's a true statement, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So that first year without Tash, you might win a chip.
That's one talent Tash was right about.
Yeah, I stuck with him, man. It paid off.
All right, let's move on to the next team, Damascus.
Did we do 4 already?
Yes, we did.
Can we
basically skipped over Cairo, man. There's no point in talking about this team. This team is just super stacked.
Before we move on, you guys had like a practice, right? Kitab? How many showed up to that practice?
At least half the team showed up. Yeah.
Did Danny show up?
Danny did show up. Yeah. Yeah. Well, we should talk about Danny. Yeah, he's a solid shortstop, and he's got a rocket for an arm, mashallah. Yeah, it's just his base, his hitting needs to some work, but I mean you can tell he's got a good base. It's only uphill from here on. But yeah, I mean, I think we're looking at a different, Hamad as well. I mean, saw him hit a bomb over the fence at Brickyard, and Ahmed cleared it, to the second fence. So I mean,
it's dangerous.
It's just having those two is just.
Yeah, I think this is
gonna be fun.
Seeing like you Danny have in person in a practice, what did you think?
Like I said, he's you can tell he's fundamentally sound.
Defensively,
Defensively, yeah. He needs. He's gonna pick up his hitting. He just needs time and experience. A few more BPs, and he's right up there. But yeah, he's earned that spot. The third round. It's just if he can hold down the infield on his own, based on what I saw.
To clarify, I don't think he wasn't drafted in the third round. I think he was drafted in the fourth because you guys traded away your second.
You got traded away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. True.
All right. The next team is Damascus.
Before we go there, Yusuf, do you want to talk about the hats that we're wearing? Or I could talk about the hats and you could do a selfish plug for the fantasy league that you're starting.
I was going to do that at the end, but we could do that now. Damascus, I guess we'll have to wait. Again, this is the hat. This is the one that we ordered?
Yeah, so we ordered 150 of your hats and we've ordered 50 of these hats. So every team will have the choice. Well, all 10 players will have the choice of picking the mesh one. This is the mesh back. It's like a trucker's hat, and then the other one, that one that you have, is like a.
Your screen's off, so we can't see.
No, they can see it, but you guys can't see it.
Okay, perfect.
If you show your hat.
Yep. There you go.
Like
I think it's more like a base, like NBA hat, right? A little bit more like an NBA hat. Yeah, I think so.
No, it'll be nice. They're both new era, so it'll be a nice. The quality is quite nice as well. So hopefully everyone will be pleasantly surprised. It's on.
So
It's
we,
on a ship.
yeah.
It's being shipped here, I think, or whatever. So it should. Whether it's not, if it's not this week, then next week for sure it'll be here.
Yusuf, show us the back.
It's not.
It's the clip on.
Yes,
No.
it's a, yeah.
Snapback.
Snapback, yeah.
Yeah, it has those things that you.
Nice.
Wait, is
Yeah.
it Velcro, Yusuf, or is it snap? Is it like the
It's a snap. It's a snap thing.
cool? And you want to talk about the fantasy league?
Yeah. So we have the OUS fantasy. I think the prizes were for first place you get a bat, the second place you get 2 Raptor tickets, and the third place we can still gotta decide, depending on how much we want to give to charity and how much we want to give it to third place. So it's something we still to be determined. But yeah, sign up. A lot of people already signed up. I think the date is set to be before next Thursday game, not this one, but the next Thursday game, so people have time. So and again, so you could go 0 for 8 this week and it's okay. It will not affect your fantasy, but just show up for next week. Yeah.
Cash, Kataba, you guys gonna be signing up for that?
Inshallah, I will. Yeah, just taking. I wanted to get a glimpse of first week performances before I make my pick.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So the fantasy draft order will just follow this exact draft. So let's say Hamad Shabir will be first round. Ahmad will be second round. It's just facing it's not taking the trades into consideration. It's keeping whatever you see on this draft here. So I know Crazy went 4th overall, but for Cairo he went. It's like their second pick was like the second round. So that's how it's going to go. So
What if your draft round was like let's say for example Danny, he's in the 4th round. Would he be?
yeah, but he's gonna be in the third because he's a third pick for that team.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's unfair. And even me, like I'm drafted in the late 7th, and I'm up against Sohail. Like, who would not pick Sohail Deji over me?
Well, that's it. Let's see, right? That it gives you your scale of if you were a GM, who would you pick out of those 8 guys in each round, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
And honestly, every year there's surprises. Like some teams will take, like I know Khatab will take a strategy. He'll just pick everybody in his team.
Yeah.
I know some people have done that and it works out. If your team does really well, then that strategy works
Does it
out.
benefit if you pick people who show up a lot?
But yeah, of course, because
Yeah.
the points per hits and stuff. So guys who are missing a lot this year, most team knows in their team who's missing. So try not to pick them.
Cool.
Because in real life too, like if somebody's not showing up for your team and as a GM you drafted him, it's gonna hurt your team value in the regular season.
Fair enough. Cool.
All right, let's on to finally to Damascus. I think Umar Jabbar did trades to get his brother at number 2. I don't even know if people were gonna pick him, but everybody told him that, hey, I'm picking your brother. So the poor guy had to like go and trade his picks away so he could pick his brother. So he did the trade and got the second pick overall. And he got Umar Jabbar, and he's definitely a top 3 player regardless. But I think the issue was why he didn't want to go up was that he might be missing a lot of time. He's driving from the US to play Thursday nights. So it's a little bit difficult, so he might be missing a lot of games. Yeah, I think their second pick was a no-brainer. Suleiman, I think he went 12th to 13th last year overall. And he had a phenomenal year too, so he dropped a little bit. Yeah, let's get that. Tash, you can go first on Damascus and what you think about them.
Sure. I had them ranked middle of the pack. I think they rebounded pretty good with the Sully pick because he traded to pay for his brother, and he got to get a 16th pick, and I think he got a 12th or 11th pick with Sully. So a very good versatile batter, can do it all. Can play outfield, and if you need infielder, you can play infield. So I think that was a steal. Zayn Kijiji was another steal they had, and I'm happy to hear he's doing well and healthy. So that kind of confused me why he went so late. I asked, is he injured? They said no, he's good. So that was surprising. But yeah, I have them middle of the pack because aside of those steals, they just seem well balanced. They don't look scary. They also don't look like they have any weaknesses. So decent team.
Yeah, I think they have really good outfield. I'm hearing Zayn Khilji is playing shortstop this year, so that solidified their infield as well. Who was pitching? Oh, Zia.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot to mention they have the best center fielder in the league. So yeah, their outfield is going to be very good.
Yeah, so they're pretty good team. I think they might struggle a little bit regular season if Romero is missing, because anytime you're missing your first pick for majority of the time, it's hard to be like a top team. So I think that might be the only issue with them. Any comment from you, Omar, about Damascus?
Yeah, I mean, I was talking to Omar. I was like, how did you get Sully and Zayn Khilji on your team? They just fell in his lap. I think their steals really a healthy Zayn. Even people may have overlooked him given his past injuries, but if there's a chance that he's healthy, I mean, you gotta just fun with it.
Which round do you think healthy Zayn goes in?
He's top. I think he's second, third round. Really. I mean,
historically, he's gone second round.
Yeah,
but you can argue the league got better. Worst case, third round.
Yeah,
but not.
I think
fourth
it's still 2, 3. But yeah. In terms of
Someone
pitching,
told me, sorry to interrupt. Someone told me he's just too in love with soccer, and his love for softball is not quite there. I don't know if that's fake news, but who cares? If the guy is good, pick him.
Yeah. He looks like he's going to hold down the infield with playing SF. So
yeah,
he can play in and out. Pitching, they got Zia Bag. He's a veteran. And they got probably top 3 player in Umer. They're gonna and you got Sully, solid. They're gonna be dangerous. I mean that top 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're gonna be a tough out. Once you get past that, then you can try to get around. But that top 4 is gonna be tough.
Even Quizzer and Omar Jabbar himself, they're solid bats. Like
exactly.
Yeah. So they have a really good batting team. I'm not sure how their defense will play out. It's not as apparent. If it's Zayn Khilji's playing shortstop, it kind of works out. But other than that, it's a again, like Tash said, I think if Umair's there, they're top team. If he's not there, they're middle of the pack.
Basically, this team reminds me of 2022 Jerusalem, right? You have Zan, Umair, you have Fawad Sheikh, you have Umar Jabbar. That's it.
Yeah,
it's very close.
Still, four main players.
Yeah. How did they do that year? Let's see. 2022.
Hit Ramiz there, huh?
They had that's the team here. They had a huge comeback. Yeah. I think they had they end the season with a 8 or 10 game winning streak.
So they were middle
and made the playoffs.
That year. They're fifth
place. But they had a really slow start and they had a really strong finish. I think it was the same issue with that year too. That Umar was missing a lot of games. So.
Yeah, I mean they're dependent on Umair's availability. I mean, did he not lead the league in every category, almost every category?
Yeah, he had a phenomenal year last year.
Yeah, he's phenomenal. Just gotta make sure he comes out. He's gonna be there to the playoff.
It was between him and Ahmed Ahmad. There's 2 people that were top 2 candidates.
Yeah, so there you go. I mean.
Fair enough.
All right, now this is a team. This is a team under pressure. It's in the NBA, you could lose your job kind of situation. You didn't make playoffs last year, and this is a year where you're expected to come back, make a strong, outing, and be like, hey, I still got this. So Hamid is a little bit under pressure, but I think he did a solid job with drafting Chaudhry brothers. I think they have really good chemistry and they're really good at leading teams. even mediocre teams, but I don't think their team's mediocre. But their leadership is strong. Again, I think two Zanes went back to back at 37 and 38 pick, and I think they both could have gone or at least a round earlier, if not two. So Jan Sheikh's a solid player as well. I think Sani's been going in the fourth round forever, and I think Hamid still got his friends. I think he got Aslam at a perfect price, I would say. Maybe prayed a little bit higher on Said Raza, but he's a solid player as well. Yeah, and then they have Kansir pitching. I think he's the best pitcher when it comes to one-on-one. He's very dangerous pitcher when it comes to one-on-one, and him falling in like when you scroll, see what round that is.
Which one?
That's Tansir, right?
9.
9th round. Yeah, that's to get a championship pitcher from last year in the 9th round. I think that's a steal that probably really strengthened his draft. Umar, you can start with Baghdad. See what your opinions about Baghdad is.
I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, they got their shortstop and their center field. Looks like they got their, those two prime positions covered in Ali and Zain Sheikh. The only thing is health. I mean, if Ali Chaudhry can stay healthy and Zain Sheikh can stay healthy, they can be very dangerous.
And even Farouk Sani, if he could stay healthy.
Farouk Sani as well. Yeah, so really, I mean, they look top to bottom. They look really dangerous. It's just health. I mean, longevity. I mean, are they going to last? Are they going to stay healthy, going into the playoffs? And I don't mean to be rude, but did Ali Chaudhry put on some weight? I mean, I don't know if it was marriage or...
Yeah, he got married last year.
I mean,
I'm sure he's hitting the gym now. The summer's here.
I think he's hitting the gym or something's happening. I don't know, man. He's gonna come back at me for this, but I just.
I think he's gonna clear 300 with that extra weight.
Yeah, he might be putting on, want to put on some weight, hit some bombs, but.
I think as long as the days going for those base hit Chaudhry, Ali Chaudhry, we're not gonna see that.
And having Omar Chaudhry, he's just automatic. So it looks like they got. I mean, from my look, like Zain Sheikh's playing center, and Ali is playing shortstop. So they have those two prime positions covered. Everything else, so Tanzir is proven. Curious to why he retired and unretired.
He retired only.
He's playing nice, but I guess Sunday is family time, so I get it.
One question: where did Tanzir go last year as a pitcher?
I think my 5th round, maybe.
I think he went earlier than this for sure. There's no way. I will take a look. You can continue on. Ash, give your opinion. I'll take a look and see where he went last year.
And by the way, this just in the chat, Omer Jabbar is saying that he could probably make 60 to 70% of the games, inshallah, if the negotiation with his work goes well. So it's good news for Damascus. Yeah.
Very good news, yeah.
If you want to chime in on Baghdad.
Baghdad, okay. So they went from one extreme to a good extreme. So Hamid overpaid for friends before and made a bum of a team last year. This time he actually underpaid for friends and got them at a discount, and to some degree got like 4 steals. So way better draft. And he had to kind of his cake and eat it too. He has his friends and he has really good players as well and really good chemistry. Getting Tanzir that late, a star pitcher, is just icing on the cake. So I have him.
He went 6th last year.
Wow.
So he dropped 3 rounds. I don't know. After winning a championship, he dropped 3 rounds at the pitcher.
Yeah, but I think there was rumors that he's not pitching.
I don't know. He didn't say anything like that. So
yeah,
it's always rumors last year like that too. I don't know who spread these rumors. Maybe it's Hamid spreading these rumors, so he could draft him really low.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But you guys read about the injuries for Baghdad. So you're going to say?
I was going to say there's one player that really goes unnoticed in this team is Hassan Khan. This guy's batting like almost 600 every year, and there's nobody.
Oh yeah.
Nobody even knows. He just goes and he performs really well in playoffs too. So I think that's one guy who's just really underrated and really quiet that nobody knows.
Yeah. I think he played in our championship, the Masters team in
Yeah, I think he went almost with
2022,
perfect
and he's the one that won us that semifinal game.
Yes,
Oh man, that was something to remember.
the
But yeah,
overtime.
he's solid, and
Yeah,
I mean he's a great infielder. He has length. He can play short. I mean, like second base and first, and he's a solid bat.
all
It was a
right.
great pick.
Let's move on to the next team, Istanbul.
But can I make one joke though? Is Zain Sheikh and Hamid gonna fight for center field here? What's gonna happen?
Oh, I think that's up to Hamid. He runs his team. But yeah, we can make suggestions, but it's up to him. what he does.
Hopefully Zain Sheikh is Zain Sheikh and he remembers who he is, and if he does, it's a big problem because he got picked so late in the draft. So if Zain is Zain, they're going to be really good.
Yeah, because he had a really good
in the
last year.
outfield is so dangerous. I mean, I've seen him make diving catches. I'm like, where did this come from?
Yeah,
So, I
he had a
mean,
big
you can
hand
really
in
hold it
his
down.
run last year.
He was on Jerusalem last year. What did you say?
No, he was on Medina. He had a big run. He was killing it in Medina. That's how they had their run. Like Ramiz and Zayn and Zayed and Saf, and they all went off.
They were stacked.
100%. And he really shows up in the playoffs.
Yeah,
He does.
Performer.
All right, let's talk about the new team. Well, new GM, same team. The team has a pretty bad history of not making playoffs or barely making playoffs. So let's talk Zen Malik has taken the helm to change things around for Istanbul. What do you guys think?
I mean, I would have to start off with Shaheen. I mean, he plays on a Sunday team, and leading off is just automatic. Like, where did you find this guy?
Shaheen?
He's mashallah, he's amazing, and he plays outfield.
He's been playing for like 12, 13 years.
Oh yeah,
Omar's late.
I mean, I've heard of him, but I mean, playing with him is just, you get to see him in first person. He's amazing, mashallah. He can cover the outfield, and he's great leadoff, and he has a power bat as well. So he'll do whatever you need to do, given the opportunity. Ali Hadi, I mean, he's new to the league. We'll see what he brings. Being a third-round pick, I guess they're expecting a lot from him. So we'll see. And Atik, he's a young guy. He can run the base as well. He can cover that center field. He can also play shortstop. Looks like he's going to play shortstop with them, given that Hassan is playing center field, and Hassan is Hassan. There's nothing more to say about him.
Yeah, I saw him BP this Thursday, and he was killing the ball already. Like he was mid-season form.
Who's pitching for them?
I think Zan Malik himself is pitching.
You got Fuzel, and Fuzel, I mean, he's on my Sunday team too, and he looks like he's in mid-season form. Actually, he's like hitting at a high rate. So we'll see. I mean, if he's pitching, he's a deadly pitcher as well. I mean, we all know that he's got that unorthodox kind of pitching style. So we'll see. I mean, you got Zayn Malik and you got Fuzel pitching. I mean, the opportunities for other Ramiz. I mean, Ramiz pitches Sunday as well. So they got three studs there that can take the mound.
Yeah, I think they're going to have Ali Hadi and Hassan Chaudhry in the outfield. They're going to have a solid outfield.
I think a lot of ways on Ali Hadi and what he can bring.
He's very good defensively.
Yeah.
He could definitely play center field.
What do you think, Tash?
Well, Istanbul had kind of like Lahore, kind of the worst teams, but they're still good teams. They're just not top six. So they have good players, but they're not top 6. Hassan Chaudhry, Atik, the right picks. After that, the players are good. I just was surprised with some of the picks. Some of them seem like friend picks. Not to say they're not good, but I think he's trying to build a certain environment. I don't know if he's necessarily picking the next best player, but you never know. Sometimes on paper they don't look the best and they end up winning every game. So we'll see.
I've heard that Amir Aslam, he could really smack the ball around. So,
Amir Aslam, yeah.
He could. He's a really good.
I'm surprised Baghdad didn't get him. Oh, they had this 43rd pick, so they had to choose between Aslam's brother or Said.
No, they couldn't. They had the 43rd pick.
Oh, 43rd. Sorry, yeah, not 41. Sorry.
So they had they would have had to pick it instead of Zayn Sheikh, which I think Zayn Sheikh's probably the right.
Yeah, Zayn Sheikh's the right pick for sure. Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the last team. Just like Akif said, Medina had a lot of Gujarati people. Lahore has a lot of people from Lahore. Punjabi people, yeah. So yeah, it's my team, so you guys can talk about it.
I just like to say, Bilal picked so many friends. He even picked my friends. So we want Abdu back. This guy's picking everybody's friends. Like there's no rhyme or reason to his draft.
I mean, Bilal has the right formula. I mean, you can't. Big factor is chemistry, right? I mean, playing with the same guys over the years, you build that chemistry, and you can't. You put new studs together. It doesn't mean that they'll be successful. I mean, he's got enormous amount of chemistry going there.
The first three picks are definitely chemistry.
Yeah.
But after that, not really.
I mean, they have Akif and Ahmed Butt, so I mean, there's
Ahmed Butt doesn't want to be there. Doesn't want to be there.
And I have to say, Butt has to. I mean, I think Butt has to play a more important role on this team. Not to put him out there, but I think he's deserving of a better, more crucial role, especially maybe second base or outfield. Seeing him on Sundays, he looks like he's in mid-season form. He's killing it on Sundays. So I just have to shout out my boy Ahmed Butt, and I mean he's always on a winning team, so that's telling. So give him center field. I mean, let's see what he can do with that.
Yeah, no, he's had a couple of years where he's been top 10. So it depends on what kind of Butt shows up. He could be top 10 or he could be like bottom 20. So you never know.
Nah.
Yeah. I think, Tash, do you have anything else to add? Then now we can move on.
Nope. I mean, having Bilal at 9th pick, that's just an injustice for the league.
Yeah. I mean, he has the best numbers.
I mean, that's a huge advantage. I mean, back Mundra and Bilal, that's a dangerous duo. I mean, not sure if Bilal is going to. I mean, they drafted Aftab Khan for pitcher, and he's elite, right? I mean, it looks like he's solidified that position with Aftab. So I originally thought that Bilal would be pitching, but drafting Aftab Khan at that the 4th round, is that 5th or 4th round?
6th. Like end of last pick in the 5th round.
Okay, yeah. So that's a great pick there. And again, Talha is he's going to be he's a question mark, but from what I saw, he looks elite. And Mundra, what can you say about Mundra? He's elite shortstop, can play every position, great leader.
I mean, I think
let me ask the question to Akif and Yusuf. Are you going to put Mundra in the outfield?
No. No? Again, it's not my decision, but he's Gold Glove shortstop. Why would you put him in the outfield?
Okay.
He's the best shortstop in the league.
I thought maybe Bilal would go shortstop.
He can,
and Logan Paul will go 3rd, and then you guys would improve your outfield because your outfield does look a bit weak.
Yeah. Then again, it'll depend on how the guys perform. I think we have Akif and Bud in the outfield and Talha in the outfield. So we have, if one of the is not having a good year, then that's probably a backup plan. But I think taking Manja out of shortstop, if you take just double plays out of the game,
Nice.
he does so many double plays and just kills innings.
Yep.
And we have to mention Abdul being picked, very late in the draft. I mean, at least you got one of the Syrians from the league.
Hey, did you see?
I thought you'd have two, but at least you got the better Syrian. Yeah, he's, from what I heard, and he's put in a lot of work over the off season. So he's in tip top shape, and he's looking to make some noise this year. Yeah, and Akif, he's always under the radar, but I mean, I've seen him BP and I've seen him hit. He can hit deep, man. He can hit 300. Just get the right contact. I don't know, Akif, what do you say?
300 is pushing it, man.
No, man, I've seen it.
Yeah, let me ask you guys, which of these teams do you think would do the best with 101, and which one do you think would struggle?
I think a lot of the averages should go down a little bit, not significantly, because what happens is, from what I've seen, is because we've done 1-1 before. The start of the season is a little bit down, but then everybody gets used to it eventually, mid-season.
Yeah.
And then it just goes back to average. So overall, the averages goes down a little bit because the start of the season is harder. People have to adjust.
Yeah.
It's hard to
But
say,
that's a
really.
tough question.
Yeah. I think that's a more of a, week 3, week 4 kind of question.
Yeah. I have a question for you guys. How about you? Well, everybody picks 2 steals of the draft.
I wrote mine down because you asked that question.
Only 2, not more than 2. So you gotta narrow them down.
Okay, so
I've already said mine. I thought Zane Kilji was a steal.
Yeah. Who else?
And a combination with him and Salih is dangerous.
What's the
And you
next
got
one?
Omer and the Jabbar brothers.
Yeah, but again, he's not a steal. He went second overall. So what will your second steal be?
My second steal?
You could think about it. We'll come back to you.
Yeah.
So my top 2 steals, and this is because of how late they went. So, for example, Yasser Khan was a steal, but he went high, so he can't be a steal, right?
I agree.
So Zayn Morad, it was an absolute steal. The guy was so late, he can't even fit in the spreadsheet. So he's basically another Khattab. Like, he's athletic, can play outfield, has pop in his swing. Like, he'll hit the fence at 300 feet. His only issue is just right here, mental. So if he can focus and be relaxed at the plate, not try to do much, he can cause a lot of problems. You guys seen him when he connects, it's a problem.
Yeah, see, he could
fast.
dunk on anybody.
He's very fast. He was so fast that he ran over first base and it pulled his hamstring. So I gotta tell him this year, like run at 70% during the season, save it for playoffs.
All right. Who's your
Second steal is like, it was so obvious, so Hiltaji. And I have a funny story for you. I don't know if Nirvan's gonna yell at me for telling you, but the reason why we didn't pick Sohail Taji, or I should say Cordoba didn't pick Sohail Taji, he wasn't in our spreadsheet. So it was administrative error. But I don't know why the other GMs didn't pick him.
Yo, 33
Yeah, I think this is the lowest he's ever gone.
33 RBIs.
Just look at the guy, man. It doesn't matter. Like, just like he's gonna be, even if he's not even there yet, he'll get there. Just have a BP session with there, and he's gonna be a top 10 player, right?
Dude
Yeah.
went top
I
27.
think that's the thing, right?
No,
People
man.
don't know if he's gonna be committed or not.
No, he played
He's very
17
committed.
games last year.
No, I mean as in like, do task BPs and stuff
Of
like
course.
that. Because if you only play in one league, it's hard just coming every once a week and just
No, he'll
hitting
BP. He'll BP.
Yeah,
He'll BP.
because he has the power like anybody else. He's probably the strongest guy that you see in the league.
I think he's the strongest guy in the league. I think he's by far the strongest.
Yeah, I could see that. Definitely.
And that's without bodybuilding. Like he's the strongest for sure. Like natural strength.
Bodybuilding. Yeah, I have to agree with that. I think Taji was.
He's just strong for no reason. You know.
Yeah, I have to agree with Tash. I mean, Taji is my second.
You gotta be original. You gotta find your own steel, bro. You can't steal.
I mean, you can.
You can't steal by steal, man.
Yeah.
That's
Omar's don't steal.
That's my pick. Don't give up my picks, bro.
Yeah. Hilarious.
All right. So for me, I think like I said, I think Omar Khattab was a steal. Like we were thinking we were messing up our strategy, like what we had on paper, because he fell so much. We're like, well, I think we should just take him instead of sticking with it. Then we're like, forget it, because it just throws everything else off. And then, so I think he went really late. I would have thought he'd gone third or latest at fourth. I think at fifth he just a steal. I see a lot of the guys that went before him, but like with the bat, I don't think anybody's comparable to what Omar Khattab can bat.
He's an elite bat, man. He might be, in my opinion, one of like top 3 bats in the league.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say that.
I would rank his bat. To be honest with you, I rank.
Yeah, the thing is, people are getting at Nurvan for picking Ali Nazir.
No, again, every team
Ali
is
Nazir
different.
deserving. I wouldn't pick myself. I wouldn't pick me over Ali Nazir.
You guys are different players. You can't really compare different players.
Yes. So the problem is like everybody has their mind. Hey, I don't think I'm gonna get Khattab. Then they have a plan. Hey, I need a shortstop in this round. I need a pitcher in this round. Everybody's a plan. And then when somebody falls out, and then you're like, well, who's the first guy to adjust? And hey, like he's too good to give up. And I think Cairo did that. I don't think they had any plan of picking Umar Khattab, but he just said the 5th round. They're like, oh, this is a no-brainer at that point in time.
I'm happy, man, where I am.
Of course,
the later the better.
Yeah, that's what I was saying Bilal too. You don't reach for friends. It just makes it a lot harder to win that way.
No, I mean, Talha is a great pick.
Talha is a great pick. I was talking about myself. I was talking about the other friends that we pick, all in combined. But if you want to play together, you gotta pay the friends tax, Nash. We talk about this.
The friend tax.
Yeah.
I think other than that, for me, I think the second steal is Qasim Mahmood in the last round.
That's
I think.
Yeah.
I think that's too good of a player to go like almost. I could go back to the draft. Like, what's the overall pick?
94.
Yeah, it's like second last in the draft, or third last in the draft. Can you click on his career? Maybe he didn't have a good year. That's what it was. He was in Cairo, so I don't blame.
Not too bad.
Yes, I know, but I think he's hit 553 last year. That's like probably like a top 40 in the league.
Yeah.
With like 6 doubles, like so. I think that's my second steal of the draft.
No, it's a definite steal.
What about you, Akib? You got to pick 2 steals too.
I mean, you didn't prepare me for this question, so
It's okay, man. This is an easy question. I'm not asking you the hard one. The next one's the hard question.
One I would say is Tansir Bhai.
Okay, that's fair.
Oh yeah, steal for sure.
Especially him pitching 1-on-1, that's dirty, man. I don't think anyone knows how he gets even more dangerous in a 1-on-1 count.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play him this Thursday.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting. Who else is my second steal? I can't use any of yours, right?
I mean, if you really have to, then you can, but I wouldn't. It'd be nice if you could pick something else.
The biggest steal in the draft was Umar Khattab, by far.
All right, yeah, I think so too. That's my same thing.
Agreed.
So I'll let you have that one. That one is next too obvious to pass up on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're gonna do the last question. This is probably the hardest one, and then I think we're gonna make a note of this last answer, and we'll revisit it maybe like mid-season or maybe end of the season. See how we did how well we did, and it's very hard because we haven't seen a single game. This is just based on paper. I want you to rank the top 5 teams in order, and the reason is because the top 5 are in playoffs. The 6 to 8 will play in tournaments, so we could ignore that. Yeah, because it's they're gonna be in a playoff tournament. So if you can start with you, Khattab. Go from 1 to 5. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah. I gotta go with Medina 1, Jerusalem 2, Cairo 3, Lahore 4, and Damascus 5.
Damn, you don't think Cordoba's good? Okay.
There's only internal issues, so I mean, already internal
He has the
issues.
inside information. He has the inside information.
I have insider information.
No, he's just angry we didn't pick him.
Okay.
That too.
Wonderful.
That too.
Yeah,
Okay.
that
makes
hurt.
sense. It's
Nirvana
fair.
hurt my feelings.
Yeah. Okay. So we got your top 5. How about you, Tash?
Number 1, Cairo. Number 2, Medina. This is where it gets tricky. Because I can go Baghdad or Cordoba. Let me just say Cordoba because I'm on this team
Yes,
and I'm confident we're gonna win. So I'll say Cordoba, and then Baghdad, and then Jerusalem, and then Damascus.
I think you got 5. Right? So Cairo, Medina, Cordoba, Baghdad, and you said what's the 5th one you said?
The fifth one is Damascus.
Damascus, okay.
But I said Jerusalem before Damascus, I think, didn't I?
Okay, so you could change still. You want last pick to be Jerusalem or Damascus?
Yeah, I have to. The repeating champions are gonna make the top 5 for sure. So I'll put Jerusalem before Damascus.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All
Sorry,
right.
Istanbul.
You want a part in this, Akif?
No, I don't want any part of this.
Lahore number 1.
Come on, man. This was a hard question.
No, I'll let you guys. I'll let the studs, the higher rounders, talk about it.
Okay. I
What's up?
think
You have to drop, huh? He said the higher rounders.
The higher rounders.
Yeah, I'm 6th round, brother.
No, anyone who plugs 1 and above gets this.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Again, like I said, you're the steal of the draft.
Anyone on this first page? Oh wait, Tash is not on the first page.
No, from last year.
That's Umar Khattab's number 11, man. Number 11 and goes in the 5th round.
Brother, that was fluke.
Yeah, brother.
When you have Tash breathing over your when you have Tash breathing over your neck, and you're hitting number 2, you just get on base, or I'm gonna hang you.
Want me to tell you the theory that I have?
What's that?
The theory is that you brought your brother in, who was new to the league, and he drafted him high. So he forced you to take it seriously and bat well. So you not overperformed, but you batted to your potential and you didn't have the luxury to play around because you needed to.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. You usually don't put that much effort in softball.
So
you were running hard.
I guess that was motivation.
Yeah, I guess his brother got to see him play too. Like, oh, this guy's actually good.
Yep, but then your brother already. I'm looking at his numbers. In the playoffs, he played really well, and then now I see his numbers on Sundays. He's playing quite well too. So
Yeah.
He's figured it out.
Yeah.
He figured it out last playoffs.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll do the last ranking, and then we'll call it a day. It's past midnight, so I think Cairo I have number 1. I'm stuck between Medina and Cordoba because I think Saf might be missing a bit of time. You know what? I'll still pick Medina second. I'll pick Medina second. I'll pick Cordoba 3rd. I'll pick Lahore 4th.
Interesting.
And then I think I'll pick Baghdad 5th. Oh, sorry, I'll pick Damascus actually. Actually, I think Umar Jabbar is going to be missing a lot, so I'll pick Baghdad, I guess. As 5th. Yeah.
Which team's
So
last place?
I think they're all really good. I really can't pick the last place team. That's why I didn't want to do.
You have to.
Nope, we don't have to, man. You can't.
That team will have a chip against you for the whole season.
I don't want that. We're not a top team anyway, so we can't afford that. People coming for us. But again, I can't tell you what bottom team will be. Like, every team has a lot of talent. Like, I think the draft, like I said, Qasim Mahmood in last round. I think like there's a steal in every round. Like the second last round, we have like EBP, he killed it. We had Zia Big, who pitched really well. And Tash has been upselling his boy Fast Siddiqui. So, like that's the last 2 rounds. And then it's stacked very deep this year.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it like where guys are going and where they're being drafted so late, it's going to come down to who in that particular year has time to BP or put a little bit of work in compared to everyone else.
Yeah.
Like some of these guys can easily go like Sanchez. He could definitely go in like the 8th round. You never know, right? Like that.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
another sleeper is Neil Irfan. When he connects, it's a problem.
Yeah, exactly. Even him.
Yeah.
He traditionally is not in the last round. Like none of these guys. They can all do damage. Even in the upper rounds, right? Like it just depends on who's having a career year, who's in a I guess healthy or whatever.
I think having inside information helps a lot.
Yeah. How much time you're showing up to the games. Like there's a lot of now. It's just about those kind of factors, especially for the regular season.
Would you guys say this is the most balanced year for teams?
No, I think Cairo is makes everything unbalanced.
Oh,
I think everybody else
not counting Cairo.
If you take on Cairo, yes. Like I don't think any team can beat any other team. It's just Cairo is a problem. We gotta do something about them.
Get the commissioner to force some trades, executive trades. Remove Omar Khattab.
I mean, again, you put all these guys together. We still have to play. Anyone can win.
Your whole team is softball heads up, man. Your whole team, like everyone plays multiple leagues, loves the game.
Yeah.
Even Ahad plays in 2 different leagues as well. Fahim, I'm not sure.
Top 4, all teams are comparable.
Yeah.
That's why the 5th round is the difference, right? That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 5th round, it just becomes uneven right there when they picked Omar Khattab.
Yeah.
Has your weight loss affected your power, or what do you think? Or are you just
definitely, man?
You've ever been?
It's not like I purposely tried to lose weight. I got COVID.
Oh,
I BP'd with him, man. He lost no power, man. He lost no power. He's just faster.
Wow.
No.
Mashallah.
Okay. I just want to inshallah, no more surfing and breaking my foot. That was last year's issue. But we'll see. As long as we know, inshallah, make dua that that all the players stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean this is recreation. So inshallah, no nazar for anybody, and everybody stays healthy. Inshallah. No injuries. That's the worst thing.
The worst thing is having. Last year, did we have any major injuries? Inshallah, we continue on that.
I'm sure a lot of guys played through injuries too. That's I think a league.
Tahad Durrani had a major injury.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
That changed our team.
That's the only person I think that dropped out due to injury.
Yeah. I think we had a couple other drop-offs too.
Not due to injury though.
It wasn't like that injury. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was terrible. Yeah. Inshallah. See you guys on Thursday. I'm excited to. I think the weather's good too. Hopefully it rains tomorrow and everything is out of the way. Yeah, have a good sunny day on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new format. Double headers, no gap games. I mean, the games are going to be shorter, but eliminating that gap game 1-1 and less valley game. Sure everyone's happy about. Equal number and less valley game. That way, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, in a way, we addressed a lot of the concerns that people had, but then the trade-off was the timing, right?
Yeah. So let's see. Like we're gonna do this year. Get feedback. Try to improve every year, and see how well it works. I mean, on planning wise, it looks great, but let's actually put it in test and see how it works.
Can we limit Tash's and Kara's rally games to 2? We don't want to, hit them. We don't want to hit cars in the street.
No, you know what? You max them out.
There's like 100 Valley home run hitters in this league.
Why you max them out and then they get out?
100? You mean 4 subs as well? There's 96 players.
Yeah, subs hit home runs. Yes. Yeah, you're correct.
That's funny.
We just say anytime Tash and Kara hit a home run on Valley, it's an out.
We could do that. I mean, their team is strong enough. They could probably still win.
We're playing Baghdad this Thursday at Valleys, and they have more Valley home run hitters than we do. They have a lot of Valley Warriors for sure.
Let's see. I heard Tash, you were a base hitter now. Let's see. Let's prove it on Valleys.
Oh yeah, the Valleys you can't base it, man. A line drive is a problem.
So what's your prediction? Drew? Who's gonna win between Baghdad and Cordoba?
Again, I ranked Cordoba hard, so I would say Cordoba.
I would say for Valleys, it can go either way because they have a lot of Valley power. So honestly, just whoever loads up the bases and hits up. It's not
what do you
really
think about Cairo and Istanbul this week?
I mean, I think you all know what we all think about that.
Cairo, do you want to tell me your little secret, Omar? You want to tell me your little secret?
There's no secret. I mean, we're missing a few guys.
Which guys are you guys missing? Who were you locking in your basement?
I don't know what you're talking about, Tash. You'll have to find out Thursday.
Okay.
I think one of the games might be Mercy. That's my prediction.
Wait,
luckily, it's 5-run Mercy.
I don't think so.
Did I find the out? Is this the out? No, it's not. I'm trying to find that home run out.
That's the out, yeah.
No, this was the out, but he hit a home run.
Oh, the finals?
Yeah, when was that? Was that later in the game?
Yeah, it was in the
9-inning game. It's a very long game.
No, this is it. I think this is it.
Oh.
Oh, no, that's not it.
No.
Who else is playing this week?
I think then Medina and DMC is probably playing. That's the only teams left, right?
Yeah, who do you got between them? Where are they playing?
They're playing at Brickyard. Yeah.
And who you got between them?
I bat before New Year's Day, so if you watch looking at the videos before that.
No, but when was it?
Yeah.
I saw two of your.
I picked Medina. I picked Medina to win. Not both games, but at least one game. Right. Medina should.
Yeah.
And then the last game is Lahore versus Jerusalem in Valleys.
That's an interesting game.
Yeah. I mean, any game in Valleys is interesting, but like Tash said,
anybody can win, man.
Did you find it, Akif?
I think Lahore has all of their Valley games in the beginning of the season.
That's good, man. Get out of the way.
Second week we play Brickyard, then we go back to Valleys. That's as far as I know.
I can't find it, man. Was it in the beginning of the game? I just keep finding this
one.
We hit too short.
It's before this. This is before this one.
Tash, he's doing it on purpose. He's showing that you're out, basically.
I don't know if that was out.
That one was the base hit. Yeah, that's a base hit.
That was not a base hit. That was an error on.
That's either an out or an error.
Yeah,
that's not a base hit.
I thought that was the one that went outfield.
Oh no, that one was a hit. Yeah, that's a nice hit.
Yeah. It's funny watching yourself bat 4 years ago. It's like I swing a little different now. I don't raise my leg that high anymore.
Your leg kick?
Yeah, I don't do that anymore.
Maybe you need to bring that back for your championship.
Yeah. You know who got rid of my high leg kick? That really good pro ump that you guys brought for lessons.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's the one that told me, goes, yeah, just your leg kick's a little too high, it's slowing you down, and he was right.
Wow.
Yeah, that guy was a monster.
Yo, that guy, he really helped the league, but then he ghosted us. If he stayed on,
he was so helpful and so rude at the same time.
Whatever you want, if you help us that better.
I never seen people turn down money before, man. Like
it was really weird.
I texted him too. If I'm like, yeah, I said I want private lessons. I'll pay you whatever you want, and the guy didn't respond.
He didn't respond, right?
No, they'll give you a Lamborghini. No.
It was really weird. Like the way that he ghosted us, it was like, yo,
yeah,
forget these brothers.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, but that's the best hitter I've seen, though.
He was phenomenal, man. Like in person, watching it was crazy.
His home runs are like this. He hits a liner, and then at the when it gets to the fence, it starts going upwards. It starts lifting because it's so hot. I've never seen that before.
Ridiculous. I've never seen that.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
That was nuts.
Yeah, I think he hits like 110 or something insane.
Yeah, Tash, I seen you hit a liner at Brickyard just like a couple of days ago. MashaAllah.
I mean, Tash is following in his
Now we gotta
footsteps.
pay Tash to teach the rest of the league.
Right?
I'm a scrub.
You gotta get
tell,
those
just tell
lessons
Nirvan, man. Tell
after
Nirvan,
the
get your second base spot.
Oh yeah, I'm in. Nirvana has me locked up in the dugout, man. I can't do nothing. I have to respect the captain.
Okay, insider information. How many guys from your team showing up this Thursday?
From my team, everyone's coming.
12.
But I should say
12.
Nirvan's team. From Cordoba, Nirvan has everybody coming.
Lahore has 12 out of 12. What about you guys? Khatab?
We have some guys missing.
There are two guys missing.
What's the number?
He has some guys locked in his basement.
What's the number out of 12?
Uh-huh. We're gonna need a sub. I understand. Yeah.
Okay, so 9 out of 12. Still.
All right, guys, I'm gonna cut this off. This is like more than an hour, I think.
I think they're 2 hours.
It's becoming unfiltered right now.
Yeah.
I'll check that right after this ends. So thank you so much for coming, Khatab, Tash. Thank you, Ake, for helping us organize this. I know you're not supposed to help us, but thanks again.
No problem.
All right, thank you guys.
See you
All right, guys.
Inshallah.
Bye-bye.
Take care, flying.
Assalamu alaikum. Good night.
Um,